Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. I'm back. I've been away for about a week at San Francisco at an event called GDC. It's a game developers conference, really big one. I was actually there on behalf of Fateless, talking about Godforge and all those good things. So I've been away. Damn, what's that meant? It's meant that I missed the fusion, basically. I basically haven't logged into Raid in like time. I'm actually, you know what? I'm not even that far off still being able to do it, honestly, but what would I need here? I still need a decent chunk. Anyway, I didn't manage to get it done. I did not have the time to play Raid Shadow Legends. My free-to-play is in the dirt, because again, I haven't had time to play that account either. So yeah, tough week for me in terms of Raid. Now, we're going to go through the What's Next in Raid video. I'm sure you've seen other creators look at it, and I'm sure you've watched it yourself, but I've not seen it yet, so I'm going to give my first-hand opinion on that. We also, by the way, if you haven't seen it, dropped the Godforge announced trailer, which is basically like a cinematic trailer for Godforge. If you haven't watched it yet, I'll link it down below. Go and watch it. Make sure you watch it with sound on. It's probably one of the things that I'm most proud of doing or being involved in ever in my life, honestly. Certainly in my work life. Really, really fun. It's only a minute 35, so it's not going to take much of your day up. But definitely go and watch it and let me know what you think. And then tomorrow on the Fateless YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing a bit of a breakdown of some of the moments we were capturing and like a deeper dive on that. We actually dropped this cinematic live in a club in GDC. So we hosted a party, and I mean, we had Justin Khan, who was the founder of Twitch, sold Twitch a while back. He was DJing the first set. We had a remix of the song that's on this cinematic trailer. Pumping Out There by Serena Bell. We had everyone in like this gaming community just like pumped around what we were doing. Honestly, it's like, it was a crazy event. We had over 2,000 people signed up. It was a club, right? 300 people were allowed in, 2,000 people signed up, and this like big line of people going around the building. We had the player execs messaging me saying, HH, any chance you could get me in because the line's too long. Pretty fun, pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let's get into Raid. So before I show off that What's Next in Raid, we do have this boosted summons. Depends on whether you want to win Clan v Clan or not, but if you don't want to win Clan v Clan, pull your summons today. You've got boosts on literally everything, including the Eternals, so it'd be crazy not to pull some today. If you don't really care about winning Clan v Clan because it's not a personal rewards one, then pull today. But if you do care about winning, then pull tomorrow, right? I don't know if I said that right initially, but you'll get a lot of points through Clan v Clan for pulling these. I'm going to be doing mine tomorrow, so I can get some points on the board. But also, it's the best time you'll ever pull souls in terms of a chance to actually get something good. So the boosts are on. I missed a whole bunch of other stuff. I missed like this double summoning event for all shards over the weekend. Hopefully, if you pulled shards, you got something good from that. I've obviously missed a fusion. But yeah, let's have a look then at this What's Next in Raid and see if anything juicy is coming up. This is literally my first watch, so you are watching it along firsthand with me.
Hey everyone, it's time for another episode of What's Next in Raid, because we've got some exciting updates coming soon. There's Faction Wars Hard Mode, an expansion.
Okay. Faction Wars Hard Mode is a double thumbs up. That sounds like pretty decent content, especially, I'd say a good chunk of us have played for like more than a year at this point, and that would be a fun one, I think, to expand on. As long as they give like some sort of change up to the current flow, I think that'd be fun.
To siege battles with some new mechanics. A first look at this year's community weeks and more. So buckle up and let's get into it. We'll start with an old and popular feature that has been around for almost as long as Raid itself.
Oh, I like this view.
We thought it was about time for an update. So enter Faction Wars Hard Mode. The concept is simple. Greater challenges, greater rewards. You'll unlock hard mode by finishing all faction crypts and collecting the final Faction Wars reward on normal mode, Lydia the Death Siren. The schedule will be the same on both difficulties, so don't worry about there being a mismatch on opening days. You'll also be able to access hard mode crypts with the same keys you'd use to access normal mode crypts. All crypts will be significantly harder, but that also means better rewards. We're talking artifact crafting materials, glyphs, including also means better.
So glyphs, fine. Looks like 4 to 6 star across the board. They're not adding anything different there. The stuff which is normal, It looks like they're not changing any of the materials here. Apart from, I'm guessing, they'll probably tell us in a second, but I'm guessing this is relic materials.
Better rewards. We're talking artifact crafting materials, glyphs, including rank 6 glyphs in rare, epic, and legendary rarities. And new rewards like relic crafting materials for a brand new group. And those are just the goodies that drop from...
Hold on. What do they mean by rare, epic, and legendary glyphs? Currently, we don't have a rarity on glyphs, do we? Am I going crazy? I don't think we've got a rarity on glyphs right now, do we?
And new rewards like relic crafting materials for a brand new group. And those are just the goodies that drop from regular crypt stages. We're also introducing a whole new line of rewards. The challenges are harder, though. Clearing a stage with no losses will only net you 2 stars this time around. Getting 3 will require something special. It might be killing enemies while they're under 10 debuffs, or landing a specific number of final blows with a champion under perfect veil. Be sure to check out what challenge awaits you on...
Is this actually a different boss, or is it just a different skin? I think that's the same boss as we've normally got, right?
Each specific stage. Speaking of challenges, you'll also have to face off against much stronger faction crypt keepers too. Each updated boss will have its own focus, whether it's...
Okay, so it looks like they've got the same... They've just reskinned the ones we've got, and then they've given them new abilities by the looks of it.
Damage over time, single target damage, etc. Each new tainted crypt keeper is visually distinct for your convenience, and we'll make sure there are in-game boss guides to help you out. The challenge completion rewards for clearing hard mode stages are pretty awesome too. And they'll also include a mythical champion you won't be able to get anywhere else.
Nice.
So get out there and conquer faction wars today to make sure you're ready for when hard mode drops. Next up, let's...
Okay, so, I mean, it definitely feels like mythical is the new legendary, right? We've seen it over time. We've seen that rares have been made obsolete by epics and empowerment. Epics now are the old rares, but you can empower them so you can get them to a decent amount, decent level. Legendaries are basically the old epics, right? Apart from some of the OP ones like a Newt or whatever. And then mythicals are now like the new thing to search for, I guess.
Talk about changes coming to Siege. All clan fortress buildings will have their max level increased from 3 to 6. That means 90 additional defense team slots, more battles for all participating players, and more resources that can be won. We're also planning a new mechanic for magic towers and defense towers. These defensive measures can conceal some of the champions garrisoned in a tower before a fight begins.
Ooh, that's actually
or apply
nasty.
debuffs to the attacking team. Think of them like traps. They're a tool to mislead the enemy and utilize a greater range of tactics to make breaking through your defenses even harder. We're also expanding siege tiers up to 8.
That's insanely like nasty. That basically means there's going to be, I'd imagine, a new meta where somebody on your team, like communication will be key. Someone on your team will almost need to run in there with a dummy team to understand what's going on before someone actually goes to try and beat that fight. And, you know, like some of your extra attacks are going to be used as just like scouting in effect.
New tiers? That must mean new rewards, I hear you ask. You're right. Winning sieges in tiers 7 and 8 comes with greater rewards, such as unique crafting materials for another new group of relics coming down the line. But it'll be more difficult to stick around than it is in tiers 1 to 6. You'll need to reach a certain number of siege points to enter tier 7, and winning a battle there will propel you into tier 8. However, losing battles will drop you to lower tiers, and you'll have to win again to return. We'll also be tweaking some existing mechanics, such as victory conditions.
It's a shame you don't get to see these wide shots more often on these maps. Like, there's so much work that's put into this. That's the first time I've seen like that wide shot, I think.
And you'll have to win again to return. We'll also be tweaking some existing mechanics, such as victory conditions tweaks meant to deal with siege draws and clan management tools, to see where we can improve there. Keep an eye on the patch notes coming in the future to learn more. A slightly smaller feature we've got coming, but no...
Okay, let's just talk about Siege for a second then. So, more battles, harder conditions to win, which kind of tries to balance PvP a bit better. I do think the Siege is actually quite a fun game mode, honestly. I think it's pretty good. You know, the extra rewards and stuff. I don't know how you're feeling, but this like implosion of relics, like constantly overlapping each other now. It feels to me like it's too much. Personally, I feel like, damn. Currently at this point, we've already got hundreds of relics. I'm not sure, but every single patch is dropping like another 6, another 12. It's quite overwhelming. I think the number of different relics and different ways to get relics, but. I'm interested in what you think about that. Are you like, no, these are just fun, different mechanics, I like it? Or is it like feeling a little bit like too much for your brain?
No less exciting is leaderboards. Bring bragging rights. In essence, we're implementing dedicated leaderboards for all arena modes and the 6 dungeons.
Good.
You'll be able to see the top 3
dungeons.
performers in the arena or dungeons collectively. But you'll also be able to see the top 100 players for each separate mode and location within the arena and dungeons. These leaderboards will be separated by region and will be refreshed each week for arena and every 2 weeks for dungeons. Scoring high on the global and regional leaderboards will net you some sweet avatar frames and unique badges to show off on your raid profile. Finally, Community Weeks is coming back. We've got a new event plan to celebrate you, our wonderful community, and the bonds you forged with one another on your adventures in Teleria. So, what's new? Well, we're introducing a new 25-day login program, similar to an advent calendar. A specific slot will unlock each day, and you'll need to log in to claim the reward assigned to it. You'll want to log in every day, or you might miss out on some serious goodies. On some of the days, you'll be able to claim fragments for a brand new legendary champion, DIDNT Artor.
Okay, nice.
Created especially for Community Weeks. Don't worry about missing out on the fragments, though. You'll still be able to claim them before the daily login rewards come to an end. Still, it's better to log in.
So he gives it increased attack, we know that much.
And every day to claim the other resources as well. The final reward of the Community Weeks Advent Calendar is a legendary relic, and you get to decide what it'll be.
That's cool.
When the time comes, you'll get to vote on one of 4 options. Rally your friends, make your vote count, and determine the boon every player will receive. We're nearly done, but a What's Next in Raid video is never complete without a sneak peek at some upcoming...
I'm just wondering, I'm going to have to do like a bit of a catch-up. I don't know if the skills have already been released for that mythical and for that legendary. I'd have to do a bit of a deeper dive and see if they are. If they are, I'll do a video covering those as well.
Champions. Feast your eyes on these incredible new warriors coming to the game over the next few months. And that's it for now.
Oh, sweet. That's actually very cool. Oh, damn. Actually, this one's quite cool. So, does this mean is this a dog? Have we got a new dog for the Pack Master at last? Is he going to be a legendary? Okay, pretty interesting. As always, these What Next in Raid videos, they're always pretty damn like interesting. I feel like hard mode faction wars, as long as the boss mechanics feel fresh, that's always for me. Like getting through the waves and stuff is kind of whatever, but when you get to the bosses, you want something to feel interesting and a bit of a challenge, a little bit different to what we're normally doing. And yeah, be interested to see what these new champs are like as well. There you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades, catching up. I'll see you soon.